expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Georgia State hoping to convert on 4th down here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Looking to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Hodges. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Verrier. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Got to give the defense credit because they never quit on the play. He had already made a few guys miss, but they kept bringing hats to the football, trusting that if they got there, maybe they'd be able to knock it out. They did, and they come away with a huge takeaway.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's in goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Verrier. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and fired complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space understands short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. These corners going to give them some space. Fires to the big fella. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here on third down for this offense. Defense not showing press coverage. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
The offense hasn't been able to get it done on fourth down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds his man down the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal. There he goes! They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Dead center perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on when you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Skips away from pressure. Running into the open space. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Grab near the sticks. It's Ramsey. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Right down the middle. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Timeout, Georgia State.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hodges. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Let's go! Now the play fake. And they will score! Touchdown, James Madison!
Great job through the air for this offense. 2-minute situation, executing at the end of the half to go take the lead and take the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw. It's in goal. Dumps it to the back. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th.
Coming up, 4th down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Dukes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. That's caught. It's Ramsey. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Hodges. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Hodges. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Georgia State takes over, ready to send off the offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Using the quick game.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight.
Touchdown, Georgia State! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Hodges. Fires to the tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Brings up 2nd down.
Okay. Jackrabbit. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to throw. It's Hodges. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. On the run, fires downfield. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, as a quarterback, you know, if you put the ball anywhere near this guy, anywhere in his vicinity with his catch radius and his athleticism, he's going to be able to snag it. They weren't able to hit him in stride, but he bails his quarterback out with an awesome diving catch.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Gets open down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's in goal. Finds the tight end. Brings into the They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
325.
On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give from the gun. Picks up the first down. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived...
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
To the air. It's in goal. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.